So Sony just announced something called the PlayStation Portal. This is a portable gaming handheld with an 8-inch screen and DualSense controllers with all the same haptics as a normal controller, so you can experience PS5 games anywhere you go. And it's only $199.
So far, not bad. I don't think that's terrible. It's niche. Not everybody's going to get it, but at 200, I could see somebody who has a little cash to burn picking it up to play games remotely without having to boot up like the whole TV and everything. I could totally see this being like a solid, maybe not even like a travel companion option, but I could see this being something people want.
Seems pretty sweet. But then the thing is, the more I look into it, the worse it gets. First of all, it is a remote player accessory, so there's no local processing happening. It's not a console. So your PS5 has to be on and connected to the internet to do all the work. All right, fine. But worst of all, by far, is this thing doesn't have Bluetooth, so the only way to use wireless headphones officially is to use some PlayStation Link compatible headset.
So the only way to use portable wireless headphones is to use PlayStation Link compatible headphones. Now, allegedly, it also has an audio jack, which is what Symbolic Legacy is pointing out. It does. Personally, I don't know a single person in my life that carries around wired headphones anymore. That might be just because I'm bougie. I do live in I'm very blessed to live in the good old USA in a better off community. So, you know, in more poor parts of the US or of the world, maybe they're more common. I personally can't remember the last time though I saw somebody using wired headphones. Even if they did, they were like those Apple ones that plug into the lightning port, you know? So there's that. And as for, you know, I see the comments pointing out, you're wearing some. So these are wired, but it's because these are technically considered audiophile headphones, and they use a 1/4-inch jack. This is not fitting inside that this is not fitting inside that portable device. And I'm not lugging these around. Just being honest. Just being honest. So there's that whole thing. What model headphones? These are the HD 600, I believe. Come on, focus. Focus, baby. You can do it, baby. Come on. There you go. HD 600s. Very nice. Very nice. So like there's one thing to say that you have wired like office headphones, but again, this is a portable device. So you're expected, like if you're out on the train, assuming the train has Wi-Fi, or like if you traveled to some conference or you're at work waiting for customers or something, maybe you're a salesman and you're waiting for customers and you want to stream to this device through the office Wi-Fi or through the company's Wi-Fi to your console at home. The only way you could have audio is either to bring a wired pair of headphones and probably buy a pair because not many people have them anymore, or you have to buy PlayStation's like $200 PlayStation Link compatible headphones. There is no way of spinning this other than that it is horrifically anti-consumer.
Like the new $200 PlayStation Pulse Explorer earbuds. That might be the most outwardly anti-consumer feature in a new gadget I've seen in a long time. That's like, imagine if the new iPhone comes out and there's no Bluetooth this year and there's no headphone jack. So in order to use headphones, there's a new Apple wireless audio protocol that only works with AirPods. Even for Apple, that would be crazy. Tim, don't get any ideas.
And it also honestly kind of seems like something Apple would do. But not even Apple has gone to the lengths to do that. But PlayStation is. Like, PlayStation just consistently, they started, I think it was this year, with the PSVR 2, which by most accounts and measures is not doing too hot. They've slashed manufacturing expectations and production numbers because they're not selling them. People who bought them are frustrated because there's been very few games to play on it, so they're just sitting on people's shelves collecting dust. And PlayStation has come out and tried to add more accessories, but frankly, I've tried their Pulse headphones, I personally found them wanting. Granted, I am more picky when it comes to audio equipment than most people. As we mentioned, I use the Sennheiser headphones. I have a pair of Kef LS50 Mark IIs that I use. My headphones themselves have a dedicated headphone amp. So like, I will acknowledge and grant you, I am a little more picky when it comes to audio stuff, but I think even for the average consumer, it's a tough sell to be like, oh yeah, you like your AirPods? Too bad. You have to buy our version of the AirPods. Otherwise you can't use it on this device. Like, it's just ridiculous. And they say, oh, it's to save latency or something. Come on, dude. You're going to say, and this is what's really stupid about that. You want me to use your PlayStation Link headphones to reduce latency on a device that streams over the internet footage from a console potentially miles and miles away. Like, what are you talking about? That's insane. That is not why they're doing it. They're doing it because they want to make sure if you're going to pay $200 for this thing, and they're like, oh, if you have enough money to spend $200 on this very niche product, let's also take advantage of that fact and force you to buy another $200 pair of little earbuds that you're probably only going to use for this thing. Because let's be honest, if you have an iPhone, you're probably using AirPods. Just being real. And if you have Android, you're probably using like either Samsung's products, which are great, or something like a pair of Bose or something from a more accomplished audio company. Sony has great speakers. They have the capacity to do them, but a lot of Sony stuff is just contracted out to Bose. So it's not even necessarily Sony producing it. It's just the same headphone that Bose makes with a PlayStation design on it. And now with anti-consumer stuff wrapped up in it. So the whole product just frankly doesn't make a lot of sense. It still is probably going to get an army of people that order it and buy it. But frankly, I think it's going to start collecting dust pretty quickly. And you'll probably see them go on sale used for like $100 within just a few months. I just don't really see this as a compelling option. Maybe once they add full support for like the PlayStation Now streaming and they improve that, then it becomes compelling. Like, okay, I can just stream not just from my home console, but from anywhere. That's compelling. But I don't think this is the play. So I thought this was a big dud. I was expecting it to be a dud, but their casual announcement that they're also forcing you to use their headphones is insane. It's just ridiculous, and it's anti-consumer, and you should not be okay with it. just being real with you, just being real. I would be okay with that if the headphones weren't $200. If they were $30, it'd be fine. I don't think it would be though, and here's again where my bougie nature comes out, because a $30 pair of headphones, when I have like a $200 pair of AirPods or something that I would rather use that have much better audio quality, to force me to use the inferior audio product simply because it came from you is still anti-consumer. Realistically, they should be bundling the earbuds with the device. At least then it wouldn't seem so aggressive, but then they'd probably be pricing this at $300-400, and that would be also insane. So just the whole package doesn't make any sense. And I don't know who's responsible for this. I don't know whose idea it was, who thought this was a good idea. Because frankly, it just doesn't seem like a good idea. But somebody within like the upper echelons of PlayStation heard all of this stuff pitched about this product, said, oh, that sounds good, and decided to greenlight it. And that's just ridiculous. I don't understand it. No part of it makes sense. He took my thing.